Black people, it's all about the unity and nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody.
We are in a state of emergency. Prejudice. Wrote a song about it? Like to hear it? Here it goes. Free your mind.
Everybody join in this. That's the only way. Everybody singing this sweet refrain. Sing this melody in a testing. Well, I'm talking to you, the Christian and the Hebrew. Everything to do, we got to be on that road as we are free. Everybody singing this sweet refrain. Sing this melody till it's dead in your brain. Everybody singing this melody. Everybody who is black and interested in black people, let us sit down and find out how we can get together in one direction against one enemy and accomplish this job overnight.
When soul singer and black activist Sam Cooke wrote the lyrics to his song, "A Change Is Gonna Come," it was very direct and to the point. With some changes to it, the song was still digestible. In the year 2019, black folks continue to go through the change rather than direct the change. A community activist named Taalik Ibn'rad has made an appeal similar to what Sam Cooke was asking for. A change. It's said that the meek shall inherit the earth. We ask when. When will the landlords give the meek a free lease? Mr. Ibn'rad is humbly asking for the state of Mississippi. President Trump has already had sit-downs with the wrong representatives of the black community. How about a real discussion with a true grassroots African American? Join and organize Operation Exodus Mississippi today, or become a supporter. This is Dusty Basement Studios, and we approve of this message.
Terry frowning like that with her out because I was cute. She's cute.
That's all I think. She curls.
Terry thinks she's cute. So
Thanks, honey.
she came out with a different attitude.
It was like a man to me. I remember we did on video.
That's old school. Life has changed. On the way.
Wait, what was that? Mr. T did in Rocky. What was that? Rocky 3. Was it Rocky 3? Put the colors on my face.
There we go. I don't have a lot to say. Come to see Terry. That's Terry, Cindy, Ron.
I trust that feeling. Does anybody have any questions of me before I get out of here? Let's see what you guys are saying. What's up, Soul Sister Rona? Hey, Taalik. I'm the brother that did my Mike Jackson in Tunica, Mississippi. Hey, now. Hello to Terry. Respect. Bless up. Bless up. Bless up.
Come to see Terry. That's Terry, Cindy, Ron. It's Terry.
It's important for the Black youth, especially, to know that we did have a history and that we did great things and that we had great people, and those things were not in the history books when I was in school. And what I'd like to be doing 5 years from now is attempting to rewrite the history books so that they'll know that.
Black people, it's all about the unity. Nothing they can do with us.
In a state of emergency. Prejudice. Wrote a song about it, like the here it go. Free your
Black people, it's all about the unity and nothing they can do with it.
In a state of emergency. Prejudice. Wrote a song about it, like the hit. Here it go. Free your
Rev G, listen up, bro. All due aside, bro. Yo, Rev, I applaud you, my nigga, bro. Like, you really like say, yo, like, pump on that shit, bro. I'm calling in and going to war and talking my shit. Nah, bro, listen up, bro. Listen though. Like, you're a real nigga, right? Bro, right? Bro, King Kong crazy. Won't do that. Leonard Honor won't do that, right? Feel me, yo, right? So if like Rev G like caught in just to like talking shit and like, you know, and come at you, bro, hey man, yo, there's a rumor for that, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I was shocked that he wanted to do that, but hey, he wanted to do it. I mean, we didn't have to do that. Just the fact that we would have this debate was to me enough for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like that was enough for anybody to be like, hell. I mean, that was a treat in itself. But
yeah, what's up?
Hey man.
Yeah, what's up? Yeah, speaking of debates, Mr. Durrell, it'd be a nice idea to have that Operation Exodus Mississippi guy on so that people could debate his philosophies and his ideas on that.
Is that Dr. Rowe?
Oh, no.
Yeah. No, it's not. I thought that was him. Yeah, you know what? I actually emailed I emailed Angel up and up. I saw his show last week, man, and I was supposed to actually get him on this weekend, but I kind of missed out on that. I'm gonna actually email him. He up for debate. He always up for that.
Okay, because I've been,
You want to debate?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I really want to ask questions, though, but it'll turn into a debate. And you talk about some excitement, that'll be some excitement. But I'm sure that he'll turn it down.
Okay. Oh, no, I don't think he's going to turn it down. I think he's going to do it.
No, trust me, my man's been running for the last few years because he doesn't like answering questions. Yeah, he doesn't like answering questions. That's why I'm coming here, because I'm banned from his so-called channels.
Yeah,
because he doesn't like questions asked.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I take my man to task about the merits of this so-called Mississippi campaign that he can't explain.
Now, my thing is this, man. I'm going to be honest with you. When it comes to the parameters of executing the Mississippi campaign, he ain't no different from conscious energy. He don't have you want all these black people to go to Mississippi. We ain't got no infrastructure, no businesses. Of all states, Mississippi, the most racist state of them all. But they got the most black people. It has the highest percentage of black people. So I understand why you can say that. But black people in Mississippi are doing horrible.
Right. And the funny part is he said he is not moving to Mississippi at all. That's the funny part about it.
Oh, hey, King. Oh, shit. Hey, lovely. Beautiful. How you doing?
He's not moving to Mississippi at all. That's the funny.
Yeah. All right, baby. You be good. Oh, wow. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all talk about Stargate.
we don't. You talking about Stargate when I got Uppy to come up and give some eye candy to the platform?
That's some powerful weed right there. Damn.
No, that's so real hair. That's so real hair. That's no weed. No, that's real hair. I know. That's all real. She all natural. And nothing at all, man.
All right,
wow.
Cool. Oh, she's nice.
Yeah. That's just when you come in and say hey to everybody.
Yeah, but my man, he says he's not moving to Mississippi, which to me tells me that if the thing is so good and you don't want to move there, it can't be too good.
Yeah.
It's the same way when you got that other crew, they call themselves the BAIO, and they claim that they're trying to move to Africa. They've been saying that for the last, 5-10 years.
And then the BAIO, let me tell you something about the BO. What is the BAIO?
Yeah.
The BAIO been talking shit about infrastructure in Africa for the longest. And matter of fact, I remember I forgot the guy name. Have you ever heard of Dinah Samir?
Yeah, he knows me.
BAIO, the BAIO used to go on Dinah Samir back in 16 and 17. They used to interview with him a lot, talking about infrastructure and doing this and doing that. And they haven't built a goddamn thing.
Yep, that whole lip guy and Kayla Genesis, there are more people who don't like answering questions. They give you disrespect and everything when you just ask the basic question is like, when are you moving? They claim to be professionals and they have money, but then when you ask them, when are you moving to Africa? Oh, as soon as I get some money. They're not moving.
They ain't got no money, that's why. Because they don't have answers. See, that's the problem, man. Like, you guys are coming up with these idealistic ass, infamous ass mindsets, grandiose, things that you want to do, and you don't even have a framework in how you want to execute that plan. And to be honest with you, black folks are not looking for cross the T's and dot your I's. We just want to know the basic shit about it. Just basic steps. We ain't asking for every minute process. We just want to know, give us a roundabout summary of the plan.
Right, something that's gonna make us want to get involved,
Exactly. But you can't even give them that. So why should anybody want to invest in something or make a life-changing move with uncertainty? Because that's what you're asking people to do. You're asking people to make a life-changing decision with no certainties.
Right, that's the key. That's the key. And you said life-changing.
Life-changing, and hey, I'm all for black people doing life-changing shit that's going to benefit us, but you have no certainties. You have no securities. You have no infrastructure. You have no businesses. You have no contacts in Africa from a business or governmental standpoint. So you're asking people to basically almost commit suicide.
Right. And most importantly, these people aren't even making the move. To set the example.
Exactly. Man, if they had a project, let's say they had a 100 building project in Africa with roads and little stores, that would be something to be like, okay, wow, we got something to go to. These Negroes ain't got nothing. They got no housing. They got no vehicles, no means of making. They just want people to, we going to Ghana. Right. We all just gonna go all together and live in on a fucking fucking area secluded from everybody else.
Right, and I keep telling them, I said, there's no African country, no leader is gonna just give some free land and allow you to set up shop, a nation in their country, just like that. It doesn't matter how poor the country is. You're not just going to give away land like that and let you set up a nation within their nation. Unless you pay taxes. So, but this is the thing. This is the same thing with the Mississippi campaign. It's just like other things that go on out here where people make big claims and they say we want people to be free, but yet they don't know if people they say, okay, you might be comfortable in your living. They might be.
What people got to understand when you're dealing with black folks, and to me, to be honest with you, it ain't easy to fool black. It ain't hard to fool black people. But the problem is black people been fooled so often, we don't know who to believe.
Right.
All you have to do is show some truth to something working, and black people are going to be willing to do it. These fools don't even provide this. An issue with them. This guy coming out talking about we should join the Mississippi campaign, right? I asked him questions. Is this an organization or religion? He didn't want to answer. How many members do you have? You don't even have no members. No members. You have no people that you. We just talk to people, and if they want to come, they can come. If they don't, they don't. So, dude, you have no consistent following that we can draw from. Right. Like, if you had 50 people that joined, 25 people, 100 people, you have no consistency with integrating with other, interacting with other people to make this reality. Right. You got to do something. So why is it me, somebody in Texas, well, I don't know, you sound like you from the East Coast or the West Coast? Yeah. You're from New York. Why would you uproot yourself from New York to Mississippi without, they're not providing anything for you? Right. But you want me to give my money, which I don't mind doing. I don't mind investing my money into something. But you haven't provided anything worthwhile for me to even take that risk. It's no different from me going to Vegas and gambling.
That's right.
You know,
and the funny part is the guy is originally from Mississippi. Yeah. So that's the funny part. So he escaped Mississippi to go to the St. Louis area because nothing's happening in Mississippi. But you want other people to go back, and you're not going back. So my thing is this. What I can say is this, man. I did my research on Jackson, Mississippi. Man, Jackson, Mississippi, huh? Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, man. In about 8 to 10 years, Jackson, Mississippi may be the next Atlanta. That's all. As far as black, it has a majority. It's a majority black city. There are a lot of black people moving to Jackson, Mississippi, and they're starting businesses. It's starting to become another Atlanta. Now, Jackson, Mississippi has some hope. Now, as far as the rest of the state, all the other shit he's talking about, I don't know about all that. Now, if he told me we should develop a base in Jackson, Mississippi, I'd be on that. Just like remember that those 18 families in Alabama, they bought like 100 acres of land.
Oh, okay.
Something like that. They've done that. They're trying to create a whole little city area.
Okay, so yeah, but at least they actually put something on the table.
Yeah, they put money. They actually bought the land. Now all they're doing right now is trying to get the water pipe, the water work, and all that different stuff. That's their next step. But they bought the land. Yeah.
Now you got one guy that said they bought land that's making moves. That's something you can follow. But now you got a guy who's not putting up money, not putting up time, not putting up his body, but he wants you to go out there because he's repeated this over and over again. He said, "You go out and make it happen. I'm too old for this. I'm not doing this. You do it, but it's your idea."
Man, it's your idea. My thing is, see, this is the problem, man. It's the wrong people. The people who should be doing these type of things are people that they won't listen to. Like, let me give you an example. Let's say I stated, man, I want to create mental health facilities to provide for black kids so that they don't have to get put on medication. Let's say I wanted to do a black mental health agency for every major city, right? Where I can train Not only do I train, not only will I provide services for Black people for an affordable rate, I'm talking medication, counseling, therapy, interact, all the services. But I'm also going to train social workers, therapists, psychologists, substance abuse counselors, psychiatrists. Now, let's say I did that, right? And I got one facility. Say I use my own facility, and I try to open up in multiple cities. And I say I need community donations. This is going to be a Black-owned hospital, Black-owned this and that. They would not follow me. They would not listen to me, man. They wouldn't do it. But they'll take a fool to come out there talking loud, talking crazy. They'll listen to that shit, or they'll give that attention more than they would give a person that's already proven to be successful in the area. They'll try to ask me all kind of dumb questions, try to, vet me to death. And before you know it, I don't have the energy to do it. I'm just being honest.
Right. And see, but you got, when it comes to Black people, there are people who know how to sell something without something. Then there are people who have something, they don't know how to sell it. Just like, I hate to say it, but a lot of Black businesses, there are people out there who will start a business, but they don't have any marketing, advertising skills.
Brother up and up in here right now, man. He hearing you talk like that.
Yeah, he's always lurking around, but he never wants to take live questions because he's too afraid. How are you going to be trying to lead people somewhere? Now he'll say he's not a leader, but you want to lead people someplace, but yet you're too afraid to address the crowd.
Come up, brother, open up. Come up and talk to us. Have a discussion.
I mean, strong leaders that want to get free. How are you going to tell people to get free if you're too afraid of the public?
Right.
It's just questions. That's all. So he says you let the show exploit you. You don't care nothing about you. You come up and speak for yourself. See, people call people trolls because they disagree or they can't refute what people say. Right. But you got the floor. The time.
Man, I'm gonna tell you the biggest problem with brother up and up, and I think that this is where he's going wrong with. You can't be on the internet that makes up a lot of different pro-Black organizations and religious organizations, along with people who practice certain types of religion and certain types of spiritual concepts, and tell all of them you wrong. You should not believe in none of that mess, but you should follow me. You're offending people. Number one, whatever they believe in shouldn't even matter. It don't matter if you are a Hebrew Israelite and I'm a Christian. This is about Black people. No matter, we have the right to practice whatever we want to. Why should we just let that go do this and come follow me, and I don't believe in nothing, all that myth, that's the Nation of Islam. Bro, you can't go up in here offending the very people you trying to bring into your organization.
Right. So that sounds like a cult type of situation,
Exactly. And that's what I told him. I said, man, y'all sound like a cult. Yeah, another thing, man, him and that lady, a sister, something, when I let them talk, man, they was trying to tell me on my platform, you need to listen to us and let us talk. We're trying to tell you something. I'm like, excuse me, this my shit. What the fuck? Like, now, I was like, I like brother up and up. I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna sit here and let y'all talk down on the Black community about what they believe in, and he know that.
Now I'll tell you this. Okay.
No, go ahead, because he knows that. I'm like, man, you shouldn't be talking bad about these people.
I told the guy before. I said, came from the Nation of Islam, they teach people how to speak, so we know how to excite the senses. But after a while, people keep hearing the same thing. I've been locked up in the crazy house for 10 years. Hate Farrakhan. I want to get free. Mississippi campaign. After we hear it over and over again with no action. When is the action going to take place?
We're the guests. Yeah, you were the guest, but I'm the host. And being the host has to have control and structure. I'm just not going to let people just say the hell they want to say. I do have hospitality. Come on, Angel, up and up. You know better than that. Come on.
Yeah, he's being hospitable right now. Okay. See, if you look at his videos all over YouTube, you see what he does, he can't be friends with anybody. He always has to have a beef with somebody. He's supposed to go on SLANDER's show. That's what he said. SLANDER dissed him, so he made a diss video about him. Morris TV. He went on his show, and he didn't be able to do what he wanted to do, so he made a diss video about him. Sister Noble was with that Nepal.
Yeah, Sister. Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, that didn't work out.
You know why? I bet she tried to overtop Nepal, huh?
I think so.
That's exactly what he did. I know what he did.
And he just he made a diss video on Nepal.
Yeah.
And because she disrespected him, she didn't let him speak. So he made an hour-long diss video.
That's what I'm saying. Why is it this thing about everybody supposed to let you speak just freely without them having control, man? You
can't answer questions.
Yeah, you can't ask them questions. What he wants is somebody to put them on a platform and have a monologue for an hour, and you don't say nothing but just listen to them preach. That's not even good video. That don't even constitute a good show. So
you're supposed to ask questions.
I don't say nothing. You're supposed to ask questions and stop, and they won't work. They say, you see, the Nation of Islam, they taught you this, that shit don't matter, they ain't do nothing. And then the Hebrew Israelites and Jeremiah Yarkin and the Wapians, and then, the Moors, they didn't do this, and those people saying crap, they don't do this, and then people believe in Jesus, and then you believe it. Like, stop, man. You offending everybody that's watching you right now.
Yeah, let me tell you this.
And I respect all religions. But go ahead.
I was the first one to interview Sister Noble before that Nepal jumped on. This guy said he was supposed to come on my show to be interviewed and explain his Mississippi campaign. He said he was coming on. He lied to me. He never did. he lied. No, he really did. He lied. He never came on because he's afraid. He knows I'm going to ask the hardcore questions because I'm not letting anybody escape without asking the pertinent question.
The real question.
So that's why he keeps running and creating a fake beef and acting as if we have a problem because he does not want me to ask questions. That's why he won't come on now because he knows I'm going to ask questions, and when he can't answer them, he's going to look stupid in front of the people. That's the problem.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
All I can say is that I'm gonna email him because he'll come up, man.
I'm saying right now, remove me. That's what he's saying. He'll come on. Get me out of here.
He's been on here twice. And to be honest with you, I should have had Angel open up on here every week, to be honest with you. Because I know
even if he doesn't answer my questions, I want him to answer your people's questions.
I'm going to tell you. The first interview we had, people didn't really get him. They didn't understand where he was coming from. But that second he came on, they was all in that shit. The second interview, they was all in it, man. And so I hadn't brought him on since. I come over there and he posted my stuff. He had some reviews on me. I mean, we good, man. We cordial. I mean, I love to have debates and
he doesn't. He likes to say he has, like he said right now. I came on this platform. He said he smashed me. He never had it. The one impromptu debate we had, he got destroyed because he can't deal with me. Nobody ever beats me in a debate. That's number one. I don't care who you are. So he can't. He knows that. That's why he fears me. But he has stage fright, which you can't. If you're trying to lead people someplace, you got to be brave. You can't be a scaredy cat. Man. You got to be brave, right? You know what I mean? So how are you going to have an Operation Exodus if you can't articulate it to the people? Now, there's another guy. There's another guy, Maurice Muhammad. He has his Mississippi initiative. He came on, right? He articulated it to the people. And everybody, his first appearance on my show, he looked horrible. But he was brave enough to come back. He explained his Mississippi initiative. People say, okay, now I'm with you. I'm with you, Muhammad. Instead of this guy snuffing up explaining his, he's trying to ride the coattails of Muhammad's actual physical efforts and trying to combine it and acting like whatever Muhammad does, that's what he's doing, even though the philosophy is different on the whole matter. You know, because Muhammad is black first. Angel Snupnup, he said, now here's what he said. He said he's for freedom, justice, and equality for all people. All, not black. All. So that negates any Mississippi campaign need. If you're for all people, you might as well stay here, leave it as it is. And that's what he's doing, because he's never going to do this Mississippi campaign.
Now, to be honest with you, looking at it from a strategic standpoint, if that was a state that I would choose to want to have, if black people were given one state, Mississippi would be high on the list. I'm going to be honest with you. It would have to be a southern state, but it has good farmland. And Mississippi has a lot of good farmland. And they got some research. Mississippi would be a state that I would choose. In all actually, it ain't a bad choice. Right. The problem with Mississippi is the people, the backwards thinking, the racist people you got to deal with. I mean, it's a lot of it's a lot of stuff that we would have to go through that you probably would not have to deal with in other states. Right. But it does now. As far as farmland, the cheapness to start a business and starting out small, and to me, Mississippi is a state where you can start a business with nothing and build it up. All right. I mean, so it makes sense. It's cost effective. It's near the Gulf of Mexico. They got oil in the south of it. You got good farmland. You got some other minerals and resources and so forth. I mean, it's not a bad state. Right, low population. You got a low population, but a low standard of living.
All right, so I mean, like I told him, I said it's an idea, but he had a 3-year anniversary of it. I'm like, okay, well, it's been 3 years, so I mean, everything that's happened so far as you still announce it. I mean, I can't do it.
We're going to deal with it all.
If you see me packing my bags and getting out of there right now,
we're going to deal with it all.
I said, this is all about. What's going on?
Put your own money into it, man. Yeah. I'm going to be honest with you. I was actually thinking about doing a project, an all-black type of project, but I don't know if I want to, at this point in my career, do I want to extend the energy that it's going to take to do it? You know what I'm saying? It's going to take a lot of energy. Right. I want to give a shout out to Muslim for the $10 cash out. Appreciate that. Go ahead, brother.
Okay, yeah, see, my man keeps saying remove the so-called troll. See, this is what I keep trying to do with this guy. I'm trying to get this guy to be brave. If you can't face, he calls me faceless trash. He'll tell everybody there's sewer rats and losers. And I guarantee you, you disagree with him or say something he doesn't like, he'll make this videos about you already, sneak dissed you already in a few videos. Yeah, so he's gonna do all out. He's gonna go all out. So I keep trying to get this guy to be brave to erase his fears. But see, when you don't want to arrest your fears, then what you're really trying to do is you're trying to let it be known that you don't plan on doing anything with this Mississippi campaign. People who are serious, they're not gonna wait 3 years from conception to get busy. Once you come up with the concept, you start getting busy.
What I must say to this, man, the best way, man, if you want to do something like that, you got to show you're financially vested in it. Like, you got to show that you got something. It don't have to be great. It don't have to be huge. But you got to just show you're doing something. Something is functional for black people to give their money. All you have to show is something is functional. It don't even have to matter the quality that it's operating, but is it functional? Because black people are willing to take a chance on something functional.
Right.
As far as them giving it money. But if you ain't got shit, you try to do all of this, will be a problem.
Now I say this, between the Mississippi campaign, are you listening, Angel? Between the Mississippi campaign and the BAIO, obviously the Mississippi campaign is something Black people would be more willing to do because we're not going to no Africa. Some strange land with some strange wildlife.
My thing with this, man, like going to Africa is not a bad thing, but my thing is this, man, same thing in Africa, man. And I talked about this. I have an African channel called Burkina Faso Casino TV. And that's, I looked up my actual African ancestry, and I got a show that talks about African issues, particularly in Burkina Faso and on the continent. But my thing is that if I'm trying to do a repatriate back to Africa, I need to already have something in place. So when people come there, they have something to look forward to and they can transition. People are not willing to already take the risk of going from a first world country, the top of the world, to going to country that's at the bottom of the world. That's too big of a change in lifestyle, and don't know what the hell I'm gonna eat.
I always tell people living in projects in this country is better than living in middle class in Africa.
Man, no, forget upper middle class.
Oh shit!
Man, really, if you look at the flats, like it said in England, a flat, I've seen a flat in England is like the standard. A 1 bedroom, 1 bath, 500 to 600 square foot. Man, I've seen people that got Section 8 housing living in a 5 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 2 bathroom house. Come on, man. It ain't even. Come on, man. They got people that got $1,500–$1,600 Section 8 vouchers living like they're in an upper middle class level.
The Africans can't even build a paved road yet. With lines.
They don't have the money. I mean, now what Africa, let me tell you this, man. All African countries have to do is offer us citizenship. Offer us free citizenship and allow us to use our money in a manner that we can make sure that the rules and the laws and so forth can be in a way that we can invest and make money, and we'll be willing to do it. You have to make it economically valuable for us to do it, but you have to give us citizenship. You have to allow us to have some type of governmental influence so that we can make the money and then develop the country.
But to see the population of whatever country, they're not going to go for that.
Exactly. So my thing is, I don't want to hear this stuff about we should come to Africa and invest. Yes, we should. There's a lot of opportunities there. And Africa has a young population. They have over 200 million people with ages of 15 and 29. It's a young population. 20 billion people. You have a young workforce. The standard of living is very low, and the American dollar goes tenfold.
There ain't no standard of living.
Huh?
There ain't no standard of living.
That's certain. But like Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa, they have decent.
Yeah, but South Africa, I dismiss South Africa because that's a white structure.
Yeah, no, but there's certain countries, but you got something to work with.
So you see this guy saying he's going live tomorrow. See, he'll go live tomorrow and talk behind your back, but when you're right here, my man ain't got nothing to say.
Hey, man, that's how he operates. What's up, we on live?
Bombs. US bombs.
Why are you bummed?
Well, as I stated before, Rome was.
So I was tapping in to have a quick fangirl moment. Like, seriously.
I've heard him before. I mean, he came in a couple times, like months ago, I think.
One, as a state, you could find Operation Exodus, Mississippi. What is OEM? It is the only real solution for descendants of slaves born in America. The original Mississippi campaign. Anything else is fraud and will not work. It is the process of bringing into reality the promised land that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. spoke of. It is simply inspiring the so-called black residents of the state to take advantage of their voting power, having a large population to take control of the political systems, laws of their state to benefit themselves, of which brings them power. Power they never had before. OEM has nothing to do with religious, personal, or political beliefs. Just wanting to make life less oppressive in this geographical area so blacks can feel safe and operate with less resistance due to racism, forming a type of safe haven sanctuary state for black people. OEM doesn't advocate trying to force the populace to do anything they don't wish to do, but offer advice and suggestions to improve their state for all citizens, regardless of race, creed, color, sexual orientation, etc. Some of the benefits of OEM could be: 1. As a state, you could finally request reparations due to the enslavement of our ancestors from the federal government. Being such, monetary or other awards will not be going to individuals or groups, but a state now in control that benefits this people to help build what this people need to act like true, free, liberated, as well as equal citizens of this nation. 2. Having control of the governor's mansion, you can control the state National Guard, as well as all law enforcement of the state. 3. Create a different way of living among the people to alleviate homelessness and other poverty, requesting the citizens more modesty, opening up more jobs, more time with loved ones. 4. Offer true rehabilitation to those in criminal systems so monies on jails can go to more beneficial purposes. 5. State can request the federal government to release all political prisoners in federal custody or those forced into asylum in foreign lands to be returned to or handed to Mississippi so they can live out the rest of their lives in dignity. 6. Mississippi will become a true work state where every man, woman, and child can say they had something to do with the success of their state instead of credit going to a select few. 7. Being an agriculture state already, we can specialize in the production of pure organic foods that is good for our citizens, also can be exported to other states and around the world, having a want for cheaper organically grown food products. 8. Success of OEM will become the blueprint and example, having not enough room for all who now wish to move. So our eyes must be set upon perhaps Alabama, Georgia, and the like. 9. A state can function independently from the federal government, forming relations and deals in foreign lands like Africa to benefit the state and nation. The so-called black people of America have never had true power that others respect. But by doing this, we will get the respect and power we have never experienced, and the doors that will open due to just taking control of your life, we can't imagine. Please be reminded, if not for the domestic terrorism targeting black people of the South and the federal government refusing to protect its citizens, forcing them to flee, this OEM campaign probably would have been made a reality generations ago. So all you and I will be doing is the work our ancestors wanted to do, but couldn't do due to domestic violence from other citizens. Join and organize Operation Exodus Mississippi today, or become a supporter.
All right, what up, what up, what up, what up? It is what is, it's in the afternoon. All right. I got you on mute. Let me take you off mute. There you go. All right. Well, we heard it straight from the horse's mouth. We got two dingbats talking. D. Darrell and the faceless stalker, Alquan. Y'all heard it straight from the horse's mouth. I don't have to try to explain anything, but that's part of what we want to talk about today. We want to talk about the slander, the gossip, the misinformation, the haters of this Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign. As always, in the name of our ancestors, peace forever. And always, welcome to another edition of the Reality Tip on Earth. I am your host, the gatekeeper, the mighty one, Angel Snuffed Up 7. I am your, of course, soul brother number one. And we got in the house to join us in this conversation. We have our soul brother Taalik is in the house. Soul brother Taalik. And Sister Nova should be joining us in a little bit here. And I also put the link to a few others should they want to join. And I did put parental discretion is advised because, hey, this Mississippi campaign is my baby. This is my child. This is our child. And you got these folks hating and attacking. Hey, I got to get raw. I got to put it down. So I might cross the line a little bit. Y'all know out there in YouTube land, I normally don't get raw like that, but I might have to slang a little bit. I might have to slang the old machete a little bit because these guys here really done crossed the line, telling lies on us, slandering us. And I have I have a few notations here. Sister Nova just joined us. Let me change the screen here. Let's change the screen a little bit. Okay, I don't want that. There we go. That's what I want. All right. Somebody making a whole lot of noise there. I think it's to live. Somebody making some noise. There we go. It's disappearing. If you can't, I know you're excited about being here. I know you are. You don't have to twist and all that kind of stuff. You just put your mic, put it on the on mute, and you can twist all that you want. I know that you're excited. I know you want to get down. I know you want to tear these people a new butthole. Because that's exactly what I want to do. Ain't no doubt about that. Pieces of trash. So I have some notes. And what I have to say might be important, but Sister Nova here, and I always give the sisters, you know, always let them go first. It's not that important. What I have to say isn't all that important. I can sit back in the cut, and if Sister Nova want to go first, she can go ahead and take the lead, and then I will let the groovy one, Brother Taalik, he can be next. I can be last. I don't trip off of that. It ain't about me. We all gonna get our turn at firing at these idiot ass people. So with that said, I'm gonna turn the mic over to our Sister Nova. Sister Nova, you want to do it? You want me to go first? Okay. All right, I'll go first. I got a lot of little notes there I got to try to cover. It's all mixed up. But it was based upon the conversation the Faceless Troll had with D. Darrell. And I know the Faceless Troll is going to watch this broadcast. And I know that's Taalik making all that noise. And I know the Faceless Troll I don't know about D. Darrell, and I don't give a damn. I'm going to say what I need to say. So last night, what you just heard came from last night. And actually, I was getting ready to go to bed. I was getting a little sleepy and tired, and I saw D. Darrell was live. And quite honestly, I tuned in to D. Darrell just in support, because most of the time, they ain't talking about nothing. The only thing he's trying to do is beef with other people that don't like Umar. It's the Umar lovers, Umar Johnson lovers versus the Umar Johnson haters. It's redundant. It's not gonna accomplish nothing. There's no benefit, but that's what they do. That's what they love, because when you're a damn slave on the plantation, you got to find something to do until it's time for you to go to the damn plantation and start working. So they got to find something to do. So that's all his channel is about. There's nothing, as far as I'm concerned, that's interesting. They don't say nothing at all for me to spend 2, 3, 4 hours listening, because they're saying the same crap that Marcus Garvey said in 1930. Marcus Garvey was incompetent. Marcus Garvey was a loser, just like your Umar Johnson. Marcus Garvey bought some broke down ass boats that could barely float on top of the water and sold our people some stock to some boats that never made a profit, that could barely float. And so you have history that repeats itself. You have Umar Johnson buying some broke down ass schools that's never going to open, and you continuously giving your money to this man, and you are supporting. Now, if you want to support somebody, that's your money. If you just want to pay for this man to be alive, that's your business. But I thought that you gave the money, you support him, not so that you can pay for his living, his lifestyle, to go to the damn strip club. I thought that you was giving him money so that he could purchase these schools and open up this educational evidence place for what is in the best interest of our young boys. I thought that's why you was giving him funds, not to take care of him, this grown ass man with children that he don't take care of, with women he don't give a damn about, giving advice to people about romance and relationship, and you can't pull it off. You don't have nothing going on. Incredible. So this Cho Aquan said that I am sneak dissing him. My videos clearly talk about Umar Johnson. They are there. There's nothing to hide. I talk about Umar Johnson. He's building a school. I've said it. I stand on it. It's going on 15 years. No school. And y'all steady giving money. And you smart. Yeah, these are smart people. They wise. They got the supreme wisdom and all like that. You got two, as they say, bombed out bomb shelters that you paying taxes on that you can't even use. That's stupid as hell to me. You don't have to be a financial genius to understand that. They can't say my name. He talking about Angel Up. What you been doing, smoking crack or something? You can pronounce all these African names, but you can't pronounce Angel Snub 7. You do that in mockery. That's why you do it. Angel Snub 7 is easy to say. They do it in mockery. Angel Up. Angel Up. They do it in mockery. But it's all gravy with your dumb ass. It's all gravy. Because I already know that y'all silly persons. We came on your program. We are the guests. You don't take over the show. Don't you watch Oprah? Don't you watch Phil Donahue? The guest is the one who's top priority. Not what you want to hear. It's the guest. But as soon as we say something you don't like or you don't understand, you don't even let us explain nothing. You start running your damn African ass mouth. And I'm staying cool, calm, and collect because I should have left. Because if that's what you want, to be by yourself and run your mouth, if the show is about you, you don't need me. But your audience is a bunch of Fruit Loops and fruitcakes caught up in what I call African fantasy. So I don't expect you or them to understand where we coming from, because you stuck somewhere in the motherland that don't do a damn thing for you. What has Africa done for you lately? Nothing. It's just feel-good rhetoric. When our ancestors were slaves on the plantation, what did Africa do? Nothing. Did they raise their voice? No. When Dr. King and our people were out on the streets, our women and children, dogs and fire hoses, what was Africa doing? Did they raise their voice? No. But we raised our voice here, and we caused an end to apartheid in South Africa. We raised our voice here. I don't know when the American Negro, black people, are going to understand Africa don't give a damn about you. They don't think about you unless they can find some kind of way to use us. F Africa. And the shit plane that it flew in. As far as I'm concerned, I don't care nothing about no Africa. Just because you related to somebody don't mean they give a damn about you. I have relatives right now. They wouldn't give me a slice of bread. Right now. I have relatives, biological relatives. I'm not talking about no damn Africans. And my DNA matched me to Africa. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about I have biological relatives. They will not give me a slice of bread. I would knock on their door. Who the hell is you? And I would explain, we call them the police. And these are my biological relatives. Now, when the troll first appeared on D. Darrell's platform, because D. Darrell gives off this persona like he has some kind of integrity or character. And we have this relationship. But see, I already know, and I've said it in many videos, that pro-black, pan-African type stuff, that mindset mentality, you can't trust it. You can't trust him. So I never tried to be his brother because I know he's not my brother. He's just something to use like he tried to use me. He didn't want to talk about the Mississippi campaign. He wanted to talk about what do I have to say negative against another brother and sister. I did not go on none of these platforms. Sister Nova went on Sonetta TV to talk about her book, not to debate nobody about no damn religion or none of that other bull crap. That was the purpose. I went on his platform, and that other idiot, Taraka Hawkin, whatever his damn name, Bay fake ass Moore, to talk about the Mississippi campaign. That was the purpose. But they want to get caught up in reality show garbage. That's what they want to do. They want to beef around. They want to beef and play games. We don't do that here. We have a plan. They don't have a plan. Now, while they're doing all this talking, they never talk about their plan because they don't have nothing. They have nothing to offer. So they get angry at us because we talk And then you said, what's the solution? Here it is. Mississippi campaign. Absolutely, Duke. Drama queens. Let me put them on the board. How you doing, Duke? Soul Sister Ann in the house, too. Gotta acknowledge Soul Sister Ann. Gotta acknowledge. Only take a second. Gotta do that. What's your plan? To hocking, stocking, snot, whatever, babe, whatever you call yourself. What is your plan? The troll, faceless troll, Alquan, what is your plan? D. Darrell, what is your plan? Oh, to support Umar Johnson, that's been still building a school for the last 15 years. That's his plan. But what do a school gonna do for 40 million black folks in this country? Soul brothers and sisters. You can't do nothing. D. Darrell, and I've been listening to some of his commentary. He loves to brag about what he got. I have a successful business. I have these employees, and I am a very good citizen in my community, and I give Umar Johnson a few $1,000s, but that's no money for me. I make lots of money. I make lots of money. Yes, I play these games and beef, and I paid $350 court costs, but that's no money to me. I'm D. Darrell. I'm the Godfather. I have money. He loved it. He told them, I just bought a new house. It's only it's 2 years old. I just got it. My wife and family, we do very, 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 very well. I love it. He brags about himself, what he got, that the white man allowed you to have with your Pan-African ass. The money in your pocket, who gives it value? The Peckerwood. That house, I can guarantee you, it was a Caucasian company that built it. And you pay all your utility bills to white folks. Everything about your Pan-African ass is white. So I don't know what you're bragging about. You are a slave. So when you get around your buddies, y'all can't accept the reality that you're a slave, so you pump yourself up with the Holy Spirit of Africanness. But you're a slave. The Peckerwood know you're a slave. They're not, look, I bet you they're not impressed by your money. It don't mean, because they are the ones that allowed you to have it. So what? So he allowed this faceless stalker, this troll, to come on his platform. Now, I thought if he had any type of integrity, any kind of character, and we are supposed to be on good standing, I'm not saying that we're friends and buddies, but he would not allow that troll to use his platform to talk negative on me. But he did. Because that's in his heart. Now he found a buddy. Because nobody on his platform really was interested. They didn't even make no comments. The commentary was between him and Alquan. Nobody in the chat room was talking about me. Nobody was interested in the conversation except them, because they have jealousy and envy and hatred for what we present. There's no way I can invite you on my platform, anybody. You are a guest here, and I'm going to allow anybody. Matter of fact, to my knowledge, from what I've seen, my audience do not bother nobody. They don't go out here and so immature and sick just because they don't like you or have a question about you. They don't bother you. And if they did, I would have to check them. Hey, this person is a guest in this house. You're gonna have to take that somewhere else. That's not allowed. Gary Cool Cutter did the same thing. Gary actually put the comments on the board so everybody can see. So of course I don't want nothing to do with him no more. At all, period. Nor do I want anything to do with Mr. D. Darrell. But I gave him what they call the benefit of a doubt. And just like, I mean, they never fail. It don't take long for them to show who they really are. It don't take long. Sister Nova went on Sonetta TV, and I did not warn her because I wanted her to go there and get promotion for that book. And we got that job done. But I know that Sonetta and his people are arrogant. I know they snakes. It's all about them. They step on you so for them to climb up, to make themselves feel better. They're not going to mess with me because I'm not going to let you do that. Because you below me. You live in fantasy and fiction, fairy tales and mythology. I'm in the real world. You are in the world of belief. Knowledge always going to supersede belief. We don't do belief here. And they don't have nothing. So they're jealous and hateful of this Mississippi campaign because we actually are offering something and it makes sense. So let me, I got this list here, and I'm just going to go over it real as fast as I can, get out the way so we can bring Sister Noble on. Now, Alquan did not tell D. Darrell that he flagged my channel because he mad. Sister Noble did an interview with him, and he allowed his audience to attack her and disrespect her. As soon as one of his people got on board, they start calling Sister Noble all out of her name. Didn't even introduce themselves, just started calling Sister Noble name. And he allowed that because he enjoyed that. He's the guest. You don't allow your people to do that. And then he allowed some other sucker. Sister Noah answered his question. He gonna go on. He let this troll go on and on and on, just like he does. We answered Alquan's question. And he just goes on, the same stuff, redundant, on and on and on. Because their purpose is to find fault. I'm not trying to find fault in Kemet. I'm not trying to find fault in Nation of Islam. I'm not trying to find fault in the Moorish Time Temple or Christianity. It was already there before I was born. How long have you had Christianity? As long as we've been living with the cracker in this country. How long have you had Kemet and Pan-Africanism? From 50 to 100 years. All of it has failed. All of it. Elijah Muhammad is a failure. Marcus Garvey is a failure. Harriet Tubman was a failure. If they was winners, we wouldn't be in the condition we in. The reason why the Realist Temple on Earth exists is because you failed. So now it's time for a new way of doing things. I never told you stop being a Christian. I never told you to stop being a Muslim. I told you it's a time for a different way of doing things. That's what I said. Liar. Because if you need that, so be it. Don't bother me, none. You can believe it was an episode of What's Happening and Rerun believed God was a head of lettuce. That's your business. But you know something? I would rather believe in a head of lettuce than y'all ragged-ass God. Because at least we can touch and interact with that head of lettuce. And put some vinegar on it. And add some tomatoes, some cucumber. And that God can feed the hell out of you. Your God don't give you a damn thing. Only thing it do is ask for money and take. Number one, when they talking, they never show or present a video. They say Angel Up said, but they never show the video where Angel Up said what they talking about. Angel Up said, where's the video? Because most of these folks, they want to bring receipts. Where's the video? Angel Up said. Easy. I have not taken down no videos. Everything is there. But Angel Up did not say. No, you want to twist words and make it say what you wanted to say. Because you're a deceiver. A damn devil. And if you're female, a damn Jezebel. The words of Sister Noble. You damn Jezebel. Damn hater. I played the promo video. That gives a foundation. The promo video is the foundation for everything that we say. That's the foundation. The promo video. Nowhere in the promo video or nowhere on any of these videos do we tell people, pack your bags and move to Mississippi. Where's the words at? We say, inspire the people that's already there to change their condition. And then I say, if it works, then who wouldn't want to go to Mississippi? That's the right environment to be in. Why would I advise anybody to go to Mississippi in the condition that it's in? It's raw. Before a bird lays an egg, most birds, they make a nest. They prepare for the eggs. So Mississippi must be prepared before you ask the people, hey, this is the place to be. And if those in Mississippi don't want to do better, then the hell with it. Maybe we could introduce it to brothers and sisters in another state. It's up to them. It's not up to me. Our job is to let people know that this is available, that this is a plan that can work for you. That's our job. And to help advise and suggest to you what you need to do in order to take control of that state and maintain that state. And you got to change how you look at life, period. You cannot remain the Negro that you are right now. Because actually taking control of the state is the easy part. To maintain and keep it, that's the hard part. And if the rest of our people want to benefit from this state, they need to help make it a success. So they earn the privileges and the benefits. And if you don't want to help California, if you don't want to help Mississippi get strong, then don't ask for no benefits. New Jersey, Alabama, if the people do not want to help Mississippi become strong and the heart of Black America, then you don't need to benefit. But the purpose of helping Mississippi, so Mississippi can get strong, so it can help all of us. The creation of a safe haven. Your Mecca, your Medina, your Washington, D.C. That you created yourself because ain't nobody gonna give you a damn thing. What is D. Darrell's plan? He has none. He's following up behind Umar Johnson. He don't have a brain. He don't have nothing to offer. What is Alquan's plan? Been begging for money for the last 10 years or whatever. I think he's still at the same amount of money. And I gave him $50. And he turns around in my moment of need, gave me $1. And I couldn't take it no more. So I banned him. And he flagged my channel because I copied the Sister Nova interview because he mad. Take your mad ass on and roll out. I don't want nothing to do with you. When you flagged my channel, that was it. You showed your ass. We know exactly who and what you are. Want nothing to do with you. When you let them trolls do that to Sister Nova, that's it. We know what you about. They always talk about what black people want. Aquan said that black people want to see this. And D. Darrell said black people. When the hell did they represent what black folks want? I can guarantee you, I can bring my brother or my nephew or whoever come on here. You don't represent them. You just a nigga out in the street. Some damn pig trash. You don't represent soul brothers and sisters. Y'all a bunch of idiots. You don't represent nobody except yourself. And don't do a good job doing that. Pathetic bunch of losers. It's 40 million plus in this country. You don't represent them. You don't know how they think. D. Darrell said, are you a religion or organization? Now, we made it very clear to this bum, this bozo. We said I said, I reject all religion, spirituality, and this pro-blackness garbage. So if we're a religion, what religion do we represent? Dumbass. And we're not looking for followers. We're looking for team members. We're not into that follower garbage either. Ain't nobody no slaves here. We all know what to do. We don't need no leaders. You're gonna have folks that's in the forefront, but you ain't following me. You know what to do just as good as I do. We're team members. If you don't know, you will know. I don't know no more than what any other person on the team know. I might be able to shoot the ball and hit 40 points, and you might be able to shoot the ball and only get 2 points. It don't make no difference. All for the team. It's all for the win. Ain't no big eyes and little U's here for real. Don't put my ugly ass face hanging on the wall in your house. Don't praise me. And unlike Minister Farrakhan, I'll stay on your case about it. I'm just a little brother that want us liberated and free. That's all. I'm not the honorable nothing. I'm not a prophet. I'm not your savior. I'm not a messiah. None of that groovy stuff. It would be cool though, I guess. I guess it would be cool. I guess it. His divineness, angel up. Be quiet, everybody. The honorable divine angel up is speaking. Teach, brother, teach. Preach, brother, preach. Go ahead, oh dear holy apostle, up. I don't even like joking about it. I can't even imagine people worshiping me like that. I can't get with it. I don't even know. You have to have a certain mentality to accept that. I don't like that. You can join Operation Exodus Mississippi because they are integrationists. They integrate. They love all people. Where you get that from? The promo video does not say anything about all people. What I would tell you is Yes, if Bill Gates give me $1 billion, I'm taking it. Damn Skippy. If the white man want to build me a house for free, yes, I'm taking that house. Give me the title. Yes, anybody out here that want to help me do what I want to do, yes, I will take that. Waiting on you Negroes, you be waiting forever. So yes, I will take that. And just like Sister Noah was trying to explain to these idiots, we're not racist in training like you. We have empathy for life. So I don't wish no harm to Caucasian people. I wish no harm to Chinese or nobody on this planet. Yes, I want good for all people. Yes, I do want that. But I'm like the Quran. You break my peace, then I go to war with you. I treat a person just like I want to be treated. We're doing the Mississippi campaign is 1,000% legal, and you want to get in the way to stop me from exercising the rights that I should have anyway as an American citizen. We're gonna have a problem, cracker, or Negro, or whoever the hell you are. We got a problem here. Or American government. And they need to be exposed for what they are. The federal government should even support us in the efforts to do this because they can't get it done. Help us get this done. This is not a terrorist organization. This is not a terrorist movement. This is American citizens acting on the privileges and the rights that we're supposed to have under the Constitution. No more, no less. And let me tell you something. All of us are integrated. All of us are integrationalists. Don't you live with white people? Yes. Why? Because you're integrated. What do you think slavery was? Integration. When they came off the plantation, that's called segregation. But it's a form of integration because you still with the sucker. You ain't left, you ain't gone no damn where. Why do you think it was so easy for them to lynch you? And put their knee on your neck and you screaming down the street talking about, Mama, Mama, because you are integrated. I grew up in an all black neighborhood, community. The white folks was right across the highway. Why? That's segregation, but we're still integrated because we still got to go to them to pay the water bill. We still got to go to them to buy a car. We still got to go to them to do whatever. Segregation. Now, if you want to talk about separation, take your happy ass to Africa. But I don't see y'all with no plane tickets going to no Africa. Hell, y'all don't even want to walk across the border to Mexico or Canada. You are happy right here in America. You can walk to Canada. You can walk to Mexico. You don't like the white man. I want to go to Africa. Well, still aboard a ship. They come on ships and planes all the time. Those people from South America walked. They walked 2,000 miles to come here. Mexicans walk across the desert. They find dead, dried up bodies in the desert all the time because they ran out of water trying to come here. If you really want to go to Africa, you'll do the same thing. You ain't willing to do that. You want to sit your happy, you want somebody to give you something. That ain't how life works. So all of us are integrated. You damn fool. You ain't separated. The white man on one side of the street and you on the other side of the street, that's not separation. You still integrated. You don't even know what the hell, you don't know the difference between segregation and integration. Well, when we was under Jim Crow, we did better. You didn't have a damn choice because the cracker said stay the hell away from me. And they need to do it again. And if they did it right now, your happy ass will starve. You don't know how to grow no food. You don't know how to do a damn thing. You better stay with this white boy. This ain't, you know, back in the day, our parents had skills. They knew, my uncles and grandpeople, they knew plumbing, carpentry. They knew, they had basic skills. Your ass have no skills at all. Separate, and y'all ass is dead people. Now you keep talking about the white man in the cave, you're gonna be worse. Because the white man in the cave know how to take care of himself and survive. You have no survival skills at all. So separate and die off so I can get in your house. We got an abandoned house open. Y'all talk silly and stupid. You're just talking out of your head. You don't think about what you're talking, what you're saying, and what you're dealing with. I'm not going to turn down nothing. Here we are. These people we get what, over $1 trillion out of the economy, and these people happily take our money. And you're going to turn around and tell me I shouldn't be happy to take anything they got. You're crazy as hell. It's stupid. If they offer me a brand new car, am I going to tell them, well, I'm pro-blackity black. I can't take your car. You know, I don't want that. Ain't happening. I'm taking their car. I'm taking that brand new house, whatever they want to give me. You think if you saw a white man walking down the street and you tell him you got a brand new car, you think he's gonna say, well, I don't even give a damn if he's a Ku Klux Klan. Because see, this is how fake these white supremacists is. They will take your black heart for a transplant before they die. Yes, they will. These racist ass crackers take your blood, your kidneys, your heart, whatever they can get from you. But you don't want nothing from them. You crazy as hell. I can't get with it. Y'all silly as hell. That's stupid. I can't do it. Now, Darrell goes on to tell me, you're disrespecting the people because they believe in such and such, and you talking, I'm hurting their feelings. Come on, y'all. Y'all know how I do it here. Feelings. I hurt their feelings. You need to grow your ass up. Do you want to be free, or you worried about your feelings? Angel up, hurt my feelings. Y'all act worse than my little grandnieces and nephews running around here. Their feelings not hurt that easy. But there's a separation. The Mississippi campaign has nothing to do with our personal beliefs or ideology. Has nothing to do with that. You asked me how I feel about such and such, and I told you. I'm not going to lie about it. But it has nothing to do with the Mississippi campaign. It's just a vessel. It's just a tool, a plan, in order to put us in a different position in life. No more, no less. Has nothing to do with religion, your personal ideology, none of that. And if you really listen to the promo video, you would know that already. But y'all a bunch of liars and slanderers. And you want to spread misinformation because you're a bunch of losers. You don't want nobody to get on a winning team because when we win, it makes you look really, really bad. Really, really bad. And then the troll says, all I do is talk about being locked up in a mental institution for 10 years and I hate Minister Farrakhan. Where is the video that I made saying I hate Minister Farrakhan? Where is it? There's people, because of my critique of Minister Farrakhan, or the Nation of Islam. There's people who have come to my channel with lies about him. And I asked them, I never heard that before. Where's your proof? I'm not going to let nobody lie on you. I don't care who you are. Well, no, it ain't no well. Where are you getting this information from? Just because I critique Minister Farrakhan don't mean that everything that's going to come my way is true. Where are you getting this information from? Next thing you know, they gone. I'm not going to let nobody lie on nobody. I'm not going to spread misinformation. I do not lie on people. I can be wrong. I can be in error. I have no reason to lie. My own personal experience, you can't tell me that what happened to me did not happen. So you can take your troll ass on somewhere. And I talk about my 10 years in a mental institution because that is incarceration. And that's what we're dealing with as a people. Incarceration. And I'm using my experience from that situation in reference to getting us out of this damn jail. And I got out. You still in. I got out of my incarceration using their laws, using whatever I had access to get the hell out. That's why I'm talking to you. I think I covered everything. I think I covered everything here. Let me see. See, I'm going to say this. I'm going to send the mic over to our sister here. And they know we was going live today. Bring your happy ass in the chat. Bring your question. Whatever you want to bring your question. Silly ass people. D. Darrell know I'm going live. I sent him the link. Bring your beady-eyed, fish-eyed fool ass on here and talk to us. He's not going to show up. And really, that's wise. Because you're talking in ignorance. Now, Alquan can spend hours and hours and hours to learn about the JFK assassination. Who gives a damn? That's white folks' problem. Why are you worried about what happened to JFK? And D. Darrell can spend hours and hours to learn about Pan-Africanism. But they have no respect for us. They can't watch a 4-minute video. And then when I put them out here on the front and make them look stupid, they don't show up. I debate. You can't debate a damn thing. Not with me. You're not going to tell me about what I said. I know it. I'm an old guy. I'm not senile yet. The video, the 4-minute promo video speaks for itself. And this is the sad thing. They want to slander and spread gossip and misinformation. They have nothing. They have nothing. I cannot force nobody to help me. I have no money. I have no help. I cannot force nobody to do nothing. Dr. Umar Johnson gets thousands of dollars, got lots of help, lots of money, and don't have nothing. Louis Farrakhan get 100 times more than Umar Johnson do, and they have nothing. Put all this black conscious, Pan-African garbage together with the thousands of dollars, millions of dollars, and y'all have nothing. So I have a reason. The reason why I have nothing, because nobody gave me nothing. People been giving you thousands of dollars, lots of help, and you have nothing. You are the one that should feel ashamed. You're the one that should be embarrassed because you getting all this and can't do nothing. So why don't you give somebody else a chance? Why don't you help somebody else that got a plan and a strategy? Because you see what you're doing ain't working. because you got something and still don't have nothing. And we got nothing, so you expect us not to have nothing. In order for us to begin to get anything off the ground, you have to tell people about it. How are they going to join? How are they going to help something they don't know anything about? And you take your little media, and if they do find out about it, you want to tell them, you want to show them fault. You want to show them wrong. But see, the thing about it, it has never been implemented. It's never been tried. So how you know if it's not going to work or not? We don't know. But we know all this stuff that y'all got. We know it don't work. We know, not believe, we know it don't work. Umar Johnson been trying to build a school for 15 years. Don't work. Louis Farrakhan has had maybe $1 billion pass through his hand. Still don't have nothing. Got a rundown farm that he asked the white man government aid for. He got a rundown restaurant in Chicago that barely can keep open. Got some schools they can barely keep open because he's taking the money and living the good life. And then he takes the extra money and give a little bit to the farm, give a little bit to the school. You know, he's wearing $1,000 suits and alligator shoes, and that house, he got about 3 houses. Who knows how much the upkeep is on these houses? And the poor people are paying for his lifestyle. We don't do that here. Our plan is to live modestly. Our plan is to give you life. You don't have to work yourself to death so that you can have a better life with your wife and your children. You don't have to work your life away because your life is more important than work. I've done my work. I'm passing the mic to Sister Noah.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I was listening to you, and I second everything. I co-sign and second everything that you spoke. And I'm gonna say this. What I notice about people on these YouTube streets is if you truly support a cause, you will donate.
Mm-hmm.
If you support a platform, if you support an idea, if you support a person's effort, you will donate. There are certain channels, that people consistently support. And I won't name those channels, many of you know what I'm talking about, and those channels are purely for entertainment purposes.
Yes.
Black people support these channels, not only with their time and energy, but also with their dollars. Because Operation Exodus Mississippi is an idea, because it is a campaign that promotes the complete liberation of Black people, not only physically, but spiritually and psychologically, and it's not an entertainment platform, Operation Exodus Mississippi is mostly seen as a losing cause by many of you. Because we're not here to entertain you, Operation Exodus Mississippi is seen as a losing cause. And so therefore, we must continue acquiescing to this system, according to you all, because y'all don't see Operation Exodus Mississippi as important for our liberation or as an aspect to promote liberation for Black people in this country. And therefore, according to you all, we must continue acquiescing to the system. According to the masses of Black people, many don't mind working in these corporations or on these modern day plantations. Many don't mind working their jobs for 25, 30, 40, and 50 years in this country. Y'all let these people work you to death. Many Black people in this country work until you get seriously ill or you're no longer able to work and then you die. Many Black people don't really want liberation. That's what I see. Y'all just want to be able to have plenty of money. And you want these white people to leave you alone. You want the police to leave you alone. You want the police defunded because you want to be able to carry out the sick and sadistic shit that you want to do to Black women and children. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong about anything I just said. Leave a comment in the chat room and tell me if I'm wrong about anything I just spoke. You know, I feel like the majority of Black people in this country, they feel comfortable as slaves. And so every weekend you go get your beer and, you know, you smoke your cigars and your Swisher Sweets and, you know, and your weed to get your fix. And you're still not happy.
Nope.
You're still miserable. Tell me if I'm wrong. Leave a comment in the chat room. You're still dying out here. Even with all your education and, you know, your Black power, you're still dying out here in these streets. And not only by police, but by people that have your same skin tone or, you know, by a light-skinned person, whatever, you know. You know, you're still catching hell on these jobs. You're still experiencing racism and discrimination on many jobs and in many corporations, i.e. modern day plantations. I know somebody who is an assistant manager who has plenty of managerial experience, and he has asked for a pay raise recently. And they won't even give this brother a pay raise. I'm ashamed to tell you how much this brother make, and I'm not going to say because it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing for his position, and he deserves more money than what this company is paying him. Black women are still being sexually assaulted at these jobs. I was discriminated against by other Black people at a Black-owned law firm that I worked at in 2017. When the office manager terminated me, she told me that I did not fit the culture of the firm. This was the same Black woman who told me that her family had owned slaves and that her family is from New Orleans. But you people feel comfortable in this cesspool that we all have grown accustomed to since birth. The Black consciousness community, the Pan-Africans, the Hebrew Israelites, the Kemetic community, you all are comfortable living as slaves. You're all comfortable slaves. You keep saying Black power. You have the same mindset as your oppressors. Why are you saying Black power? Black power. You have the same mindset as your oppressors. Men in the Black consciousness community don't even respect Black women. Right now, there are women in the Black consciousness community that they will tell you how they are being sexually and physically abused. Okay, they will tell you if they ever come out of that mindset, if they ever leave the Hebrew Israelite community, they'll tell you. I know a woman who wrote a book, a former Hebrew Israelite that wrote a book, okay, telling you about her experiences as a Hebrew Israelite. Now, you know, y'all don't want liberation. I don't feel like y'all want liberation. That's my honest opinion. Y'all don't want these white people. Y'all don't want these white people to stop messing with y'all. Even though you claim that you want these white people to leave you alone, but yeah, you all have learned to tolerate abuse while you cry wolf. While you keep crying wolf. Okay, y'all You claim that you want these white people to stop killing you, but yet you keep acquiescing to their system. Tell me if I'm wrong. Okay, leave a comment in the chat room if I'm wrong. Okay, there's always been a war in this country between the haves and the have-nots. And even with all your haves, the dominant society still don't respect you. The dominant society will still kill you if given the opportunity, even with all your haves. The problem is many of you think you're free. Many of you think you're free. The US Constitution only emancipated our ancestors. The Constitution never liberated our ancestors. It only emancipated our ancestors from slavery. Okay? Here we are today, still slaves in this country, except you're not in chains.
Mm-hmm.
You are an economic slave. Do you all understand the concept of economic slavery? Spending your whole life working in these corporations to build generational wealth for these other people. By our mid-40s, we all should be able to comfortably retire off any job, no matter how long we've been with the company, and still have money to live comfortably in this country. Instead, you see a lot of older Black people in their 60s having to come back into the workforce as part-time and full-time workers after they have retired off their main jobs just to be able to survive. Now, let me break this down for you further. If you've been with a company for the past 5 or 10 years and you're 45 years old, or you're 46 or 47, you should be able to stop working, retire from that job, and still be able to live comfortably in this country. Why? Why can't you? Why can't you be able to retire comfortably by the time you reach 45 years old? No matter how long you've been with that particular company that you're leaving. Because the government has stolen nearly all our money in taxes. Y'all don't realize them taxes are eating our asses up. Mm-hmm. Federal and state taxes and all these other taxes that we have to pay. Okay, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all don't realize, honey, over the course of a lifetime, them taxes, you would have been paid millions of dollars over the course of a lifetime in taxes. By the time you reach 80 years old, if you're still living, okay? Because the government has stolen nearly all your money in taxes, you were not able to keep most of the money you've earned on the jobs in the past 30 years. 30 years is more than enough time that you've given these people, okay? And you should be able to retire and stop working if you want to on anybody's job by the time you reach 45 years old. Just like many NBA players are able to retire from their professions by the time they turn 40 or 41 years old, like Kobe Bryant, the average worker should be able to retire. The average worker should be able to retire and stop working by the time we reach 40 years old. But y'all so used to going to work that they got y'all conditioned. Oh, you gotta go to work just to pay bills. Yeah, they got us on a monthly bill cycle. That's the whole point, to keep you as a slave working for these corporations until you're no longer able physically to do it. Until you're no longer until you're no longer here on the planet to do it. Because if you're dead, you can't work for the corporations. Most of y'all work until you almost dead. Y'all don't see nothing wrong with that? Y'all feel comfortable living like this? Y'all ain't really tired of these white folks fucking y'all up, y'all. I really think y'all ain't really tired of these white folks messing with y'all. Because if you was really tired, like y'all claim y'all is, if you really want these white folks to leave you alone, you would do things that would force them to leave you alone. There are things you would do. You would force them to you really tired of these white folks killing you. If you really tired, you're gonna start doing some things, okay? Now, listen, y'all say y'all tired. I guess I have to, believe what you say if you say you tired of these white folks messing with y'all, okay? Now, with that being said, this government is keeping us purposely poor in this country. Do y'all understand what I just said? This government is keeping us purposely poor in this country. They've stripped all of our wealth from us, making us unable to live comfortably in this damn country. And they don't even want to give you any money. They really didn't want to give no stimulus money to us. But, they had to do something, they had to do something to keep the folks from uprising against the government. Y'all know what I'm talking about. To keep the folks from rising up against the government. Okay, they had to give you something. And even though they don't want to give you any stimulus money, they'll do something just to get you to vote for them. You know what I mean? Even though they don't want to give you no stimulus money, but they had to do something to keep the people from rising up against the government and to get you to go out and vote for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Remember that? They gave us the third stimulus check as a promise for voting for President Biden and President Harris, but Vice President Harris. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm calling her president. That might not be a good sign. I'm calling Kamala Harris president now. Woo, that's not a good sign. Anyway, this government could give each qualified American a monthly check during this pandemic, but they don't care about us like that. They don't care about the people like that. And they don't care about white folks either. Okay. Now, with that being said, y'all, if y'all feel comfortable living this way, living in squalor, always being stressed out, paying bills and rent and taxes and all these other monthly expenses they got us all on. Okay. Many of you pro-Black consciousness people are comfortable being a slave. You just want the white man to leave you alone, according to you, while you rape and murder other people. And I know that rape and murder goes on in the Black consciousness community, just like it goes on anywhere else in any other neighborhood in this country. It's a fact of life. Okay, and I don't call this Black on Black crime. I just call it what it is. It goes on in every neighborhood in this damn country. Murder and rape of women and children. You want to be able to abuse women and children without the police and the justice system holding you accountable. You don't want real freedom and liberation. You don't. A lot of you claim that you do, but you don't. You're not interested. You're not interested. As Angel Snupnup mentioned earlier, y'all want to get caught up in a reality show. In fact, many days I feel like I am living in an episode of The Twilight Zone. I feel like the majority of Black people in this country are a lost cause. That's what I feel. Okay, that's what I feel. And with that being said, I'm going to pass the mic to our brother Talib.
Along with what I've heard you both say and what I heard earlier in that promo video with was that guy Darrell and that Alquan person. First of all, let me say this here. We never said from Operation Exodus, Mississippi, let go of your religion. whether you a Hebrew or Moor, Nubian, Nation Islam, Muslim, Buddhist, or whatever you persuasion you is. All we've ever said was, let's come together and create a new reality called Operation Exodus Mississippi, where we will have a separate haven as a people to protect us, to protect our women and children, and our coming future generations. We never excluded any particular religion or way of life or alternative way of life as well. Okay? So for Darrell to blow something like that out of his mouth is preposterous. And you know, like Talib said, he really showed his true colors. And I kind of seen that from the start. From the time I set eyes, the first time I ever set eyes on that Darrell guy. It's just something in my DNA vibrationally that just said something is wrong. Something ain't right with this guy. And now I see. And then for him to allow a troll like Alquan on his panel to come and lambast the Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign is definitely alarming. And we definitely should never have nothing to do with him on any of our platform panels whatsoever. You know, because he's proven who he is, just like the rest who's come through have, in all kind of other different negative ways you may say. And I have to say that, you know, piggybacking off of what I've heard, you know, like I wanted to make a video with you, Sister Noble, which was going to be titled, if Black people want to keep complaining about what's going on with us and our plight in this country as a people and ain't willing to do nothing to change it all together, then leave the damn country like thousands of some of us have, or just shut the F up. Because I'm sick and tired. You know what I'm saying? Of we getting here on social media, coming on our panels, talking about what's wrong, you understand, with our condition as a people, and you ain't willing to stop being comfortable in this system of white supremacy. You ain't willing to sacrifice your trinkets or your whatever material you've accumulated that, like someone said, the Caucasian let you have, and that he puts value on. You see what I'm saying? But you steady want to sit up and talk about how much of a devil he is. But like someone said, if he was a devil, half of you wouldn't have no $1 or $1 billion bank accounts like Oprah Winfrey and Bill Cosby or Michael Jordan, okay? Or LeBron James, okay? Some of you wouldn't be able to retire from show business entertainment early in your 40s, like the sister mentioned, with millions in your bank account if they were really devils and they hated you that bad, okay? So when you want to talk all this crap about devils, wicked ones, and all this and that, just know that. Just remember that. They ain't even got to give you no damn stimulus. They ain't got to give you no SSI. They ain't got to give you no Social Security. They ain't got to give you no Medicaid if they devils, okay? They ain't got to give you no food stamps, no food stamp benefits. They ain't got to give you no any other type of government aid whatsoever, okay? Matter of fact, them homes you live in that was more than likely, like Taalik say, built by a Caucasian, you see what I'm saying, or sold by a Caucasian, they could take them houses from you They could repossess all that. They got the power to do that, even without no explanation. Just like they kill a lot of us in the streets without no explanation, okay? You see what I'm saying? So they don't need no explanation to whatever they plan on doing to us. And that's what indigenous Black Americans can't get through their thick head for some reason. So you want to keep calling these people out like that, but yet turn around and do the same things like they do, act like they do toward each other. Okay? And when somebody start addressing that to you, all of a sudden, now you a simp. Or you talking off the wall, you talking crazy. Well, you know what? Like they say, if the shoe fit, wear it. If it don't, then don't worry about it. You see what I'm saying? But obviously you worried about it because you know it's the truth. That's why you got a rebuttal for every time when somebody put the truth out like that. You see? So, like I said, you know, I'm just really tired of it. And at the end of the day, you know, I could give less than a damn what happened to Black people. You see, listen, let me tell you something about me on this platform, okay? Taalik and Sister Noble, they're their own individuals, just like I'm my own individual, okay? And they can speak for themselves. But with me, I don't get on the platform all the time and go back and forth with you because I know I turn blue in the face trying to give you any type of, you know, incentive advice or suggestion on what we can bring to the table as a solution to our plight as people in America. Okay? Because I know none of you really want real, true freedom. All you want to do is get on social media and run your damn mouth. Talk about like somebody say what you got. Talk about what they compare like Darrell did. Compare the upper middle class of Africa to the poor here in America. First of all, Negro, at least they in their own countries with their own culture. We in a land where we don't even have a culture, where we don't even have a government, where we make laws and control laws that even the Caucasian respect or got to respect, okay? We as Negro Americans don't even got that. So you really ain't got no business even talking about how poor or how unwell off they is over in Africa, or even as of that matter in the Caribbean, or wherever other dark-skinned people are on the face of this planet Earth, okay? Because we don't have nothing, we're stripped. We ain't in no position to even talk about other dark-skinned people, okay? Like that. So, you know, as far as that go, I mean, you know, basically, you know, y'all can miss me with that one for real. And that's just straight up. That is just really straight up, point blank. You know, I'm really tired of, you know, because I'm going to tell you something. With me, my heart and soul will always be wrapped in the Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign. But in true reality, and like I've said before, on platforms, even on my own channel, that let me get in a good financial position to lead this motherfucking country, excuse my French, but I will, to get away from you Negroes, because you Negroes don't want to do nothing. You want to be slaves. You want to be subservients to another group of people that don't like your ass, okay? You want to be, you know what I'm saying, prisoners within your own oppression, okay? You don't care nothing about even other Black people being free because you want to help to tear down your own people. and keep them for trying to make a way for us to get free, for real. That's why you lambast the Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign platform like you do. Okay? You talk this crap about you want reparations, knowing damn well these white folks ain't finna give you no damn reparations, or else they would have been by now. You keep coming up with excuses why they got to give us reparations. Like I told you, they ain't got to give you a damn thing. They ain't got to give you welfare, Social Security, stimulus, or none of that. Okay? Matter of fact, what you got, like I told you, they got the power to repossess that. Go back, if you could even find a grandparent of yours or great grandparent of yours that lived during the 1930s Depression, ask them what them white folks did to them black folks that had bank accounts during the Depression. They froze them bank accounts, every last one of them, and there wasn't nothing they could do about it. They just froze their bank accounts. Everything, whatever they had, I wouldn't give a damn if they had $10 million in that bank account, it was froze. Okay? And there wasn't nothing your great grandparent or grandparent could do about it. It's just that simple. Like Malcolm X said, in order not to repeat history, you got to understand and know history for what it is, basically. And you haven't even came to that point yet. It's 40+ million in this country. Okay, so you keep on saying, oh, they can't put us back in chattel slavery. Oh, they can't put us back in Jim Crow. You a lie. Why you think they pushing back civil rights? Why you think they pushing back civil rights legislations from way back in the 60s? Even under your black president, Barack Obama, who did nothing about it. You see what I'm saying? And don't come up and talk about, oh, he couldn't do nothing. Why did he even get in the Oval Office for it then? What was his purpose for it? Okay? Because he never did nothing for black people. He even did more for Native American Indians than he did for us. You see what I'm saying? So don't sit up here and talk this crap about, oh, well, he was just a symbol of our uprising. A symbol, come on with that old religious crap. I heard Farrakhan say that Barack Obama was a symbol of our uprising as a people. Yeah, well, that ain't stopping them Peckerwoods from blowing your head off. That ain't stopping Peckerwoods from still lynching you even in Mississippi. Come to talk about Mississippi, North Carolina, you know what I'm saying, Georgia. Yeah, they still lynching black people down there. But see what they doing, the difference with that is they hiding it up under the rug. See, they not easy open with it like they was during historical Jim Crow times. So we don't know how many black people they lynch. We even getting to the point where we hearing about them lynching black people in California. Y'all don't remember that? 2 black men got lynched in California last year. See, y'all need to understand and recognize this. This is not no game. We are really worse off than our ancestors was. Because we're so more divided. At least they tried to have some kind of purpose to make some better out the situation in our cases of people, but we ain't even at that level. We regress to the level basically of being useless, period. You know what I'm saying? Like brothers say, we ain't got no skills. If these Peckerwoods want to put us back in segregation, we ain't got no skills. And when most of us do go to school, to colleges, we go to get trained in the working age system, like the court system, the criminal justice system. You ask the average black person who go to a major university in this country, or even an HBCU college in this country, you ask them what they most of them what they major in, guess what they'll tell you? Criminal justice. And I know that for a fact. Okay? I know that for a very fact. They major in criminal justice. This is why you get a lot of black judges. This is why you got your black prosecutors and your lawyers. Criminal justice. And what good is that doing for us? Why they still locking us up and packing us up in these penitentiaries across America like sardines? And a lot of us in there that ain't even supposed to be in there. On death row. Ain't even supposed to be on death row. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know, when you want to talk all this stuff about we free or we got it better, like I heard this nigga Derailed say, excuse my French, but that's what he is, you know, say that this is a first world country, comparing it to the third world countries, where if you so Pan-African, why you even underrating the continent under this country then? Even if this country is supposed to be a superpower, wouldn't you want Africa to even be still upheld as a first, since it's supposed to be the cradle of civilization anyway? Wouldn't you want it to be upheld as the #1 spot in the world instead of America? You see what I'm saying? See how contradictory you sound? So this is my thing, you know. I mean, the reality of it is that you really don't care nothing about no Africa. And with all of what you got in your material, like the brothers say you claim you got, why don't you take your family, like Stevie Wonder has decided to do, and go over there? Since you're supposed to have it going on like that. Why? Because you know when you get to Africa, you know you're not going to be covered by insurance when your place burned down, or if your place burned down. You see what I'm saying? You know in Africa, you're not going to have no automobile insurance coverage like you do in America. You see what I'm saying? You know, you know you're not going to, you know what I'm saying, have no, you know, medical coverage like you do in America and most of Western other European countries. You see what I'm saying? You know you're not going to have no retirement benefits. Ain't no such thing as no retirement benefits in Africa. Social Security, where you pay taxes and it is added on to your retirement. You can't show me nowhere in Africa, nowhere where it's that. Where that exists on the continent. You see what I'm saying? So, like I said before, you not really interested in no damn Africa. You see what I'm saying? And you know, when you get over there, you know, depending on what part you go to, they ain't even got no drinking water, right?
Right.
You can't even, so if you go use your star, you can't even wash your behind, right? Matter of fact, I was watching this one video over in Ghana. They use what they call them things in order to heat up they water. I forget what you call it, but anyway, they got to use that just to have hot water running. You know what I'm saying? They don't even got no they don't even got no ventilation. You see what I'm saying? So really, you really ain't tripping Africa like that, right? You really ain't. You know you really ain't effed up about Africa like that. You see what I'm saying? You just talking. You just talking a good game to get a wide audience, so you could, like you said in that one video when you was lambasting Operation Exodus Mississippi, thanks for putting $10 to my subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for subscribing and putting in that $10 or that $100 like you suckers always do, you know?
Right.
Yeah, you know, you just trying to pimp so-called black consciousness.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you ain't really about that. You know, like brother said, if you really wanted to get away from the peckerwood in America, period, you would try to do like them Africans do, cross that Mediterranean to get over into Europe. Or like them Central South Americans do, walk thousands of miles, or like the Mexicans do, walk through the deserts to get to America, even if they got to die trying, right? So you ain't about that life. It's many ways to get on them ships, even if you ain't got no passport. And I ain't trying to encourage you to do nothing legal, but I'm just telling you how other people leave other places to get to America. You could do the same similar thing if you really want to separate from this cracker that bad, right? So I'm just saying, be real with yourself. Stop faking. If you want to get on YouTube just to do live entertainment and gossip, do like the Atlanta Housewives. Do like the New York Housewives. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Do like the celebrity reality shows, like T.I. and them do. You know what I'm saying? Just be real. Just stop faking. Ain't nobody got time for that. Our plight is real here. You know, and it's very serious. So with that said, I just wanted to chime in, because y'all talking all this crap about Operation Exodus Mississippi, but at least we got a basic solution format. You ain't even got that. You understand? You worrying about how you gonna pay your bills, your house mortgage, your light, your gas bill. You got people with even simple monthly incomes like SSI. They may not work, but they still got to worry about paying down bills, right?
Yeah.
So what's the difference? Medical bills too, right? So what's the difference? You know what I'm saying? We all got to contribute in some kind of way in this country, while we steadily don't get nothing back. And then you want to scream about, why should we leave America? Why should we separate? Our ancestors ain't benefit from building this country. I keep trying to tell y'all that. They ain't been, and when they tried to set up something similar to the Mississippi campaign, like taking control of them southern states, they had to suffer all kind of oppression at the hands of them racist KKKs in the South. Terrorism, lynchings, and all that, which is why most of them ran to the north and ran further west, right? You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, when you talk that stuff, you got to be real about it. If you're gonna talk, then walk that talk, then, like they say, because ain't nobody interested in your crap, really. That's why even the Peckerwood don't take you serious when you say Black Lives Matter. I keep trying to say that to y'all, but y'all, yeah, whatever. That's all you could do is bark up against the wall. You know, like you babbling. You know what I'm saying? You ain't talking like James Brown say, talking but ain't talking about nothing. Oh man, I want. All you interested in is eating a prime rib steak and drinking some Perrier. You know what I'm saying? That's all you interested in. You ain't interested in no freedom, because you go to Africa, you ain't. And even with taking control of a state, it ain't gonna be that simple. You see what I'm saying? Because you're gonna have to sacrifice some things. And then I heard this Negro also say, D. Darrell say, that wait, hold up, let me see it. Put this down here. Okay, I heard D. Darrell talking about you understand that he was saying what was he saying about Africa? Well, anyway, I just lost train of thought on that. But
yeah,
I mean, it's like, you know, why don't y'all, since y'all so, you know what I'm saying, infatuated with Africa, why don't y'all take whatever material or wealth y'all got and take it over there and help them people?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because y'all afraid they gonna rob you and take it from you or scam you out of it? Like the other pro-blacks that do make it over there to Africa say they be doing it up? Huh? Scamming the hell out of you? That's what I be in on these social media, pro-African social media channels. Be talking about they going over to Ghana, Nigeria, brothers or sisters be scamming them. Especially because they know they're Americans and they be scamming them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they be getting scammed and you know, and tricked out their money. You know what I'm saying? You know, like them black Americans that went over there to Ghana and got their land. They bought some land and them indigenous Ghanaians killed them. You see what I'm saying? They don't care nothing about you over there like that. And then I've been saying, even before Brother Taalik mentioned that just on this live panel, I've been saying that for the longest. Many of you Negroes over here in America marched, even risked your own freedom, let alone life, to help somebody named Mandela get out of prison after 27 years of doing time in South Africa. While you got numbers uncounted for of Black American political prisoners like Abu Jamal still sitting in the penitentiary after 40 years, 50 years, even some 60-some years, laying up in these prisons. You got a couple of them here in Nebraska in prison that was former Black Panthers. Been in there since the early 70s. You ain't going out like that for them. You know what I'm saying? Marching, you know what I'm saying? Protesting, putting up money, funds to help them get out of prison, legal funds to help them get out of prison, right? But you did all this for somebody named Nelson Mandela, who's not even respected among other Black African contemporaries. Like, what was that brother, Robert Mugabe, who was president of neighboring Zimbabwe? He called him a coward. He literally called Nelson Mandela a coward. You know, so he ain't even, Nelson Mandela wasn't even respected among his African political contemporaries in other neighboring countries on the continent. You see what I'm saying? Because of how he sold his own people out after he got a little so-called prestige and power. You see how he sold Black South Africa under, and why they still going through the hell they going through over there. So it was a wasteful cause for y'all to even get out there in the streets like that. For somebody who even showed his unappreciation for Black America when he got out of prison. They said he referenced when he came over here and gave them little reception speeches or whatever, when he did his tour in America after he got out of prison. They said the most he referenced as far as leaders in America, as far as Black leaders, was Marcus Garvey. And of course, we know Marcus Garvey wasn't no straight up Negro American. He was from Jamaica, right? I'm just saying, you know. But this is the, and he even promised that he will open doors to Black Americans, which I've seen yet, as far as South Africa, which I've seen yet to be done, even in his death. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, when you look at this whole situation for what it is, you haven't even fought to get Black political prisoners released. They had and guess who, like them brothers in Louisiana, that the Angola 5 or something like that. Guess who had to help go push for them to get released? The same people you call the devil. That's right. Your Caucasian devils. Your Caucasian devils is the ones who helped Abu Jamal get off of death row majority. It wasn't no mass of black people. It was a bunch of Caucasians, even including Caucasians who named the street after him in one of them European countries, France, right? So y'all don't really care nothing about no black liberation or even getting behind those that truly fight for you. Like those people that was in the John Africa movement in Philadelphia, whose community got bombed in 1985. For some of those of you from Philadelphia who may even be in this chat that know what I'm talking about or that live near the Philly area, like I think Sister Karen that know what I'm talking about, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That some of them people I think is still in prison to this very day. You destroy families and everything. And you know what? I was going to say something before I close out too, is that if I was in the shoes of any of those freedom fighters from among us 44 plus million Negroes here in America, I would be mad as hell right now at Black America for abandoning them. I'm going to repeat that again. If I was those incarcerated political prisoners that were freedom fighters for our unquote Black American liberation in the 70s, 60s, and even in the 80s, and even some in the 90s, that's still languishing in America's prisons because they was trying to do something to help gain true freedom, justice, and equality for us, and why they still languish in prison with even the uncertainty of if they gonna ever get out alive, you know what? I would be mad as hell again, like I said before, at Black America. And with that said, and matter of fact, even if I did get out of prison, I wouldn't have nothing to do with Black America behind that, because these people fought for you. They died for you. They was willing to go to prison for you. I ain't talking about the ones that they killed like Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and Medgar Evers. I'm talking about the ones that's languishing in prison for your, excuse my French, black ass right now, to this day, all throughout the United States. Like that brother, what's his name, Sandiata Akali. They still, he in his 80s now. They still won't give him parole. He's still languishing in a New Jersey prison. He was caught up with that sister Sada Shakur, and under the accusations that they killed that Caucasian New Jersey State Police trooper, which is why they've been trying for the longest to get Sada Shakur extradited. But Cuba refused to turn him over to the United States. But yeah, he was a part of that situation. See, this is what makes me pissed off. And here it is today. I'm willing to put myself on the line with this Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign. But you know, I don't mind, because I still have hope or somewhat that one day we will get truly free of this, okay? But like I said, you have these people that's languishing in prisons across the country that you forgot about, while you chased in the wind after helping to get somebody free from a 3,000 of miles away that ain't even a part of your culture and that don't care nothing about you. And so what if he look like you? Like somebody said, they don't give a damn about us. They didn't give a damn about us in slavery. They didn't give a damn about us when our ancestors like Martin Luther King was getting dogs, you know, sicked on them, rocks thrown at them, you know, bat sticks swung at them, fire hose sprayed on them. You see what I'm saying? They wasn't nowhere around, okay? Like Elijah Muhammad say, you know, when they found out that we was in slavery over here, them Africans wasn't coming over here to find us. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, y'all are seeking out You know, y'all are seeking out a worthless cause, even calling yourself Pan-Africans. Okay, and Marcus Garvey was not the true originator of Pan-Africanism, by the way, either. You know, there's a lot of other stuff, I guess, more stuff in the plethora on Marcus Garvey that could be expressed, but I don't have time for that. But I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I just want to just lay some stuff out there so y'all can understand and realize that, you know, y'all are not acting with, you know, rationality when you approaching our struggle the way that y'all doing. Y'all are not acting with real rationality. Y'all basically acting on emotions that's just a response to our over 400-year oppression as a people in this country, okay? That's all y'all are just doing. And emotions ain't got us nowhere. But where we at right now, and worse. And with that said, I'm going to turn my mic back over. Peace.
Alrighty then. You want to go, Sister Nova?
Yeah, I just want to say this before, you know, I pass the mic to you, because I really want you to really bring it home. You know, I want you to bring Operation Exodus Mississippi home to the people and let them know exactly what it's about. And we're gonna go from there. Could someone mute their mic? There's a lot of noise in the background. Okay. There's a lot of noise in the background. Can somebody mute their mic? There's a lot of noise in the background.
You should be cool now.
All right. You know, I was listening to everything Brother Talib was speaking, and he was on point. These people don't have the right mindset. Their mentality is warped, and they're not thinking straight. You know, and I just want to say the Black consciousness community is a bunch of hypocrites and phonies. And they're not serious about liberation for the masses of Black people in this country. They're oppression pimps who have created businesses from Black oppression. Operation Exodus Mississippi doesn't provide entertainment value for you so-called consciousness folk. You don't want freedom and liberation, because if you did, you wouldn't attack the idea of Black people consolidating power, political power, in the southern states, even if you don't personally like me and Brother Talib and Angel Snupnup. Operation Exodus Mississippi is an idea. It's an idea that if Black people consolidated power in the state of Mississippi and took control of the politics of the state of Mississippi, we could then send our own elected officials to the US Senate and Congress who would represent the interests of Black people in this country. Y'all claim to be so conscious, but you're unconscious, because you have the mind of a white supremacist. You don't know how to think outside of your slave mentality. You're still talking about police brutality against Black people, but you're violent toward women, children, and each other. And while you claim you just want the white man to leave you alone, you don't want to leave his women and his daughters alone. The pro-Black consciousness community, which include the Hebrew Israelites, the Moorish Science Temple, the Kemetic community, the Nation of Islam, the 5% Nation, and Pan-Africans, all of you are oppression pimps who do not have the best interests of Black people at heart. And you don't care about our true freedom and liberation. You don't care about Black women like you pretend that you do. I just dealt with people in the so-called Black consciousness community who treated me like I was shit. I just dealt with people in the pro-Black consciousness community on a platform who falsely accused me of things that you know, it was the furthest thing from my mind what this Jezebel in the pro-black consciousness community had accused me of. It was the furthest thing from my mind. And see, that is the mentality of all of you pro-black consciousness people. You have some sort of sick and twisted way of viewing things. And, you know, I did not appreciate what I just went through when all I wanted to do was promote my book, God is on Trial. That's all I wanted to do, promote my book, promote my work. That was my intention. But, you know, some of y'all, your mindset is not right. You are the real enemy of Black people. Yeah, I said it. I said the pro-black consciousness community is the real enemy of Black people in this country. I said it. Yes, I said it. Along with your white supremacist slave masters. Okay? Now, I'm done. Passing the mic.
All right. Let's keep the party started. We're almost out of here. I'm happy that you joined us this afternoon. Those who criticize and slander and lambaste and spread misinformation. I mean, no troll showed up. Not one. Not one troll showed up. See, when we have talks like this, they don't show up. They want to show up when we're not even discussing anything like this, just to disrupt. They're troublemakers. That's what it's all about. Let me add my last 2 cents here. We got somebody like D. Durrell, and he's bragging about his money. I have you know, this business, and I got all this money. Now, if you have all this money and you have all these employees and blah, 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 you got it going on, but he's on YouTube begging for cash out, begging just like all the rest of the suckers. I really don't need the money. Okay, so you're getting the money. What you doing with it? Add it to the money that you got so that you can buy more white man products. Buy some more shoes, maybe buy another house or whatever. That's why you need the money. You're not giving nothing to your blackity black stuff. Here I am, a few years ago when I was healthy, I gave away $6 grand. And y'all know I'm not lying, and there are those who know I'm not lying, including Alquan ragged ass, because he got $50 out of the money. And those people, some people got checks, and those checks cashed, and even have my real address on the checks. So I'm giving away money while y'all taking. I did not ask for no cash out or no PayPal until I got sick, till I had surgery. And then I asked for help because you wanted to help. There were so many people that wanted to help, I just decided to put the information out there. You begging for money, because that's what it's all about. Not liberation, not being a revolutionary, but entertainment, money. You laugh at the Mississippi campaign and you make mockery. So you are making mockery of your ancestors because we're doing exactly what our ancestors was doing. They were slowly taking control of the South via political power. That's why they was keeping our ancestors from the polls. They didn't want our people to vote. We were winning seats. We were building our towns. We had it going on. So they had to terrorize us in order to stop us. And now you make mockery of an activity our people, had they had been left alone, we would control the South right now. And you laugh at that and make mockery of our people. And you offer what in return? Absolutely nothing. Mississippi was chosen because of the high presence of us soul brothers and sisters in that state. So the more of us in that state makes it easier for us to vote ourselves in once we understand the goal and the purpose of doing these things. We're already in the position to do it. But what do we do? What's the purpose? What's the goal? What's the vision? They don't have none. And they vote people in who don't have your best interest. So now we want to use our political power, understand the goal, understand the vision, understand the purpose, to create a safe haven for ourselves. Because nobody has your back. The African can go back to Africa. The Chinese can go back to China, and the South American can go back to South America. Where we gonna go? There's nobody to speak up for us. There's nobody to back us up. We have nothing. So we have to create power for ourselves. The brother was just talking about our political prisoners. If you control a state, you control the law enforcement. You gain power. You control the National Guard and law enforcement. And now you are a state, and that state has power, just like our sister was talking about. We actually have representatives, senators in the Congress along with representatives. And we can go before, as a power, we can now go before the federal government and tell the federal government, look, I understand how you feel about Sister Assata Shakur. I understand how you feel about our political prisoners. Allow us to have our people. They will not leave the state of Mississippi. They will not leave. But we want to have our political prisoners so that they can spend the rest of their lives in dignity. Because that's us, that's ours. They sacrificed and they suffered for us. And we want to, before they leave this planet, we want to put them in a position to take care of them in their last days, let them live their last days out in dignity and respect, regardless of what you're talking about. They'll still be locked up, can't go nowhere. We got custody of them. You can't ask for nothing right now because you have no kind of power. You can't do nothing. And a lot of this other silly stuff. Even if you're in California on a trumped up charge, to my knowledge, I don't know why the lawyers from the state of Mississippi go to California and work to get you out of jail. There's no law against that I know of. You got a safe haven. You got a state that backs you up. If you help create this state and give us power, it don't make no difference where, if you're in the north, east, south, it don't make no difference where you at. You are a double citizen. You are a citizen of California, but you're also a citizen of Mississippi. You get in trouble in California or Louisiana, wherever you are in this country, Mississippi will help you because you are our citizen. You belong to this family. You show me any pro-black, African, whatever it is, you show me a plan, an idea better than this that can get you these things. There is none. Then we talk about Exodus. And see, you really don't understand what the Mississippi campaign is about. Mississippi campaign is a stepping stone to put you in training for your own independent nation. It's like training wheels. Because if you cannot take control of the state, you cannot make this poverty-stricken state wealthy, what you gonna do building something from straight up that don't have nothing? And you can't take control and make successful a state that's already functioning. You're a god and a goddess and all, but you can't take control of this state. You love these titles, but you don't express the power of the title. You can't create nothing. So we talk about Exodus because once you gain power and you take control of the state, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad talked about separation, but he said that separation is a last resort. That's what he taught. It was a last resort. But the thing about Exodus, Mississippi, is now you're taking power, and while you're building and expressing your power, you are sending your ambassadors to Africa or China or wherever the hell who would give us what we want. And if it get to the point, now we'll be dead and gone. We won't be able to make the call. And so that's another thing. You want to be able to enjoy. That's not how it works. We are the one with the boots on the ground. We are the ones who have to live in the tents. We are the ones that got to fight the mosquitoes and the bears. Oh my. We're the ones that got to do this for the future generation. That's where we stand. We are the one to put the train on the tracks. That's our job. So in the future, if they decide this is not working, now they have the power to have an organized exodus. They've already planned for generations and decades where they're going to go, what we're going to do. And they execute. Bye-bye, white folks. Bye-bye, Africans, Chinese, with whoever the hell you. I don't know. Now, does that mean we're going our access to them? Hell no. Some of us going to be here to take care of our business here. But we as a people, we already 5,000. Just like the Chinese. Chinese live in Africa, but their real home is the motherland, China. They are just there in Africa to take care of Chinese business. The white man don't live in Africa. He's just there to take care of American, European business. And so we will have a certain amount of us still here in America taking care of our business while we truly build a nation of our own somewhere else. And those who are still here are backed up by a power outside of America for the first time. The African American now have somebody that backed them up. You hurt our people, you got some problem. Because we got a military. And we're going to be seeking the nuclear bomb. You mess with our people there, you got some problems on your hands. You show me any plan, you show me any rhetoric that talk the way we do. Because we want power. You can't do nothing without real power. Not emotion. This is the only way that you can get it. This is the only way that you can get it. Nobody else is showing us how to get it. The Nation of Islam said, wait on and beg the white man. Mr. White Man, can you give us 10 or 20 states and take care of us for 25 years? Well, these people was not going to give you a damn thing, and they damn sure, if they did, not going to take care of your happy ass for no 20, 25 years. It's the right thing to do, but they're not right. Because if they was right, you wouldn't even have to ask for it. Just like if somebody hit your car. People who are right will stick around. Hey, Sister Noble, I hit your car. What's the damages? Here's my telephone number, my insurance. But when you're not right, I don't think the chick saw us, man. That's what people that ain't right. You dealing with people who ain't right. So from this point, I'm going to defend our platform. I'm going to smash the misinformation and the slander and the lies. I'm going to do that and make you look stupid because you're supposed to look stupid. I'm going to do that. Nobody else has nothing else better to offer us. And we're not perfect. Bring your talent here. Bring your expertise here instead of trying to tear something down If we don't have the help, help the damn help. They doing all this talking. What are you doing to help us? Why don't you help? And then they try to play us against Brother Maurice. Oh, well, you know, Brother Maurice, he do this and he's pro-black and blah, blah. They ain't helping Brother Maurice either. Ask Brother Maurice. Are they helping him since he's pro-black, the pro-black version of the Mississippi campaign, and he answered the questions and whatever? Are they helping you, Brother Maurice? No. So they trying to play me and Brother. That's wicked stuff. You don't want me to be successful, and you don't want him to be successful either, because when it's all said and done, he's still Mississippi campaign, and you don't give a damn about the idea, period. Because it's not African enough for you. It's not Aboriginal enough for you. It's not white supremacy enough for you. That's the bottom line. And so I've said what I need to say, and I'm going to pass the mic to Brother Taalik, and he's going to take us out of here. Hold on. There you go.
Well, brothers and sisters, I guess, man, damn, you left me without much to really carry on with, brother. But, man, I mean, you know, hey, if you really ain't got nothing to say about Operation Exodus Mississippi, then why don't you just, you know, move on to something else? Because, you know, you really sounding redundant when you talk about Operation Exodus Mississippi and you ain't got nothing to offer, you know. I mean, I could see if you tried to put something tangible on the plate to try to help the Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign before you turn around and talk about the platform like a dog. So, you know, it's best not to even say nothing if you ain't even got nothing to contribute to it, you know? And also, too, as far as I'm concerned, you know, I'm going to tell you like this. For all those of you who want to disrespect me, disrespect Brother Taalik, and also disrespect our Sister Noble, and have anything else or anything negative to say, you know what I'm saying? You could keep that off the platform too, for real. You know, you can even keep it from out the comment section, because we ain't got no problem with blocking your ass. You know, we not gonna play no games with you no more. You know, we're serious. We are, you know what I'm saying, very serious about our plight in terms of helping us get the freedom to what we really need to be. You know, we not about this no fun and games. We're living in a nightmare, you know, right now as Black people. And if you don't understand what the actuality of a nightmare is, then I think you need to take another deep thought and start taking another look at your own reality. And you know, because your reality is really full of fantasies, you know. And today I'm not trying to live in a fantasy world, you know. I know what's going on. And some of you who may be hearing my statements right now might say, well, you brother, you just taking life too serious. Hey, you know what? Well, life is serious for the indigenous Black American. Okay, life is very serious. Life has always been that serious for us for going on 500 years. So yeah, life is serious. And I just don't speak for those of us that are still among the living. I speak for those of us that are even among the dead. Life is always been serious for us, okay? So don't get that twisted. Life is very serious. And if y'all, and that's the reason why y'all don't want to get serious with this platform, because y'all know we ain't gonna stand for no BS. Go to the other platforms that's with that mess. We not for that. You know, we trying to be free. And, you know, ain't nothing more I could say, because y'all done really took it there. So I'ma stop right there and carry us on out. And as